Gurudev, the topic for today's AGA is Mind and Consciousness. The first question we received is from Bill Herman. He asks, what is the difference between the mind and consciousness? Where is the mind and where is the consciousness?
Well, mind is just a wave of the consciousness, which is the very ocean. Yeah? Mind is a particular function of consciousness. You know, when we perceive through senses, we say this is the mind that perceives. I am looking at you. So that which looks through the eyes, that which hears through the ears, that which smells the fragrance or foul smell, that which tastes, that aspect of our consciousness, which through the five senses, smell, taste, touch, sight, and taste, that we call mind. Yeah.
Jonathan is asking, is being conscious and having consciousness the same thing?
It's just playing on words. It's two different things. Being conscious, we attribute to being alert, being not oblivious to the perceptual field, right? Perceptual arena. But consciousness is that which is there, which can never be destroyed, which can never be changed. It's the summum bonum of creation.
Rima is asking, Gurudev, we can experience our mind as thoughts and feelings. How do we experience consciousness?
The experiencer is the consciousness. Who is experiencing? That is consciousness. If the waves are there, the waves cannot be there without the ocean. The ocean is consciousness and the waves are the perceptual ability, thinking ability, and all those various faculties that we experience in life. Those are all just the fringe. Consciousness is the very basis. You cannot get out of the consciousness like you can't get out of the space. Can you get out of the space? Impossible. Even if you want, you can't get out of the space. Similarly, you are in an ocean of consciousness. In fact, the entire existence is full of consciousness, is of consciousness. So you can't get out of it. And how do you experience it? When all other experience subdues, then what remains is the pure consciousness, which we call it Satori, Nirvana, emptiness, Moksha, all the different names are attributed to it, where you feel you are, yet you are not.
Namrata is asking, when I know I am not this mind, why am I still ruled by it?
This is the first step towards being free from the grip of mind. First is you should know, I am not this. And then realizing it is gripping you. And third stage is being a witness to it. Neither try to get out of it, nor try to indulge in it. Taking things as they are helps you to be a witness. Yeah. That's the next step. Then you find that the things are happening, like your mind is working. Like many times you sit and you say, oh, all these thoughts are coming in my mind. Like thoughts, imaginations, they all hover around. Ideas come and go. But you are not that, right? So this is a stage in life when you are blossoming towards your higher self. These are stations that you pass through.
Sumapat from Delhi University has asked, it is said that celibacy can help expand our consciousness. Is this true, Gurudev?
Celibacy happens. It is more than a practice. It is a happening when your consciousness is filled with bliss. See, when there is so much love and bliss in you, then there is no feverishness and wanting something. Celibacy is a state of fulfillment, and it is full of energy. Whereas the sense pleasures in which it is where you spend energy. When you want to be centered, you need more energy, right? More consciousness, more focus. You can see in your own life the day you have had great rest, good rest, and full of energy, then your mind is very sharp. And the day you are tired, or you have experienced various other stimuli, then all that you want to do is just fall asleep, right? So, if sex is taking you towards deeper sleep, then know that your body is recuperating. When your body is recuperated, then it has a lot of energy, it's ready for action. That is the time you also can go a little deep into the secret realms, the mystic realms of your being. Yeah.
Mary and many other college students have asked this question. How do I stop my mind from constantly procrastinating and focus?
Well, I don't want to give you another technique and burden you with that. What if you don't if you don't do the technique and you procrastinate on the technique also? Huh? Never mind. If you want to procrastinate, okay, go ahead. See how long you can do it. At some point you will wake up and say, oh, no more. Till then, postpone everything as much as you can. You will see. But the interesting thing is, if you are upset, if you are angry, you don't want to postpone, you don't want to procrastinate. What do you procrastinate with? All good things. Something creative, you will procrastinate. You want to learn something, you procrastinate. You want to clean up everything at home, then you'll say, okay, no, I will do it tomorrow. But if you are hungry, do you procrastinate? No. If you are angry, do you procrastinate? No. Right? If you are hurt, if someone insults you, do you procrastinate to hurl them an insult back? No. Right? Just think about this.
Nirbhay is asking, what is stopping us from getting in touch with our own consciousness and becoming one with it, and how do we overcome this?
Yeah, it is just lack of awareness. You don't have to do anything to realize you are part of the universal consciousness. In fact, this is the crux of the issue is that you don't need to do anything, just drop everything, including wanting to do something has to be dropped. When you drop all that you are craving and all that you are averse to, and you relax, you are right there. My dear, you are in your goal anyway, you are already there. You simply have to let go and let be. Yeah? That's when meditation will come to you as a big, big help. Meditation is the biggest tool here, the most effective tool for you to be who you really are.
Daniel is asking, what happens to our mind and consciousness when we die?
Have you studied physics? Do you know law of thermodynamics? Energy can never be destroyed nor can be created, right? You know that, right? Do you believe in it? It's a fact, whether you believe it or not. In the same way, our consciousness can never be destroyed. Can never be destroyed. Yeah, the impressions that has come in the consciousness as memories can be erased. And that happens through all the spiritual practices. Meditation, Sudarshan Kriya. You see, mind goes completely blank, right? After you do the Kriya, you feel such stillness in the mind. So, these practices, all this would help you to get rid of the impressions in the consciousness. But consciousness stays and nothing can happen to it. Nothing whatsoever. Like, just take this one thing. Consciousness is like the space. Your mind is like a cloud, but you are like the sky. So even the thoughts are moving, the mind is moving. It's only in the foreground. In the background, you are the space. If you can just keep this in your awareness, you close your eyes and feel you are the big space behind you, in front of you, all over, and you'll suddenly find that, all that thing that was restricting you, that your identity, that your body or your set of thoughts or ideas would simply vanish. Then a new dimension starts opening within you. I'm sure many of you have experienced time and again, now and then, here and there. You definitely had that glimpse of, I am nothing, I am much more than what I think I am. Yeah? Isn't it a lot of fun? If you have not experienced, know that you can anytime and meditate, go deep in silence. Few days of silence is good, and drop all that the past luggage, garbage you have been carrying, Just drop them. See the entire past as a dream. That's a way to snap out of the past, Seeing it as a dream. When you wake up and had a nice hot cup of tea, what do? You don't hang over with the dream that you had, right? Dream is gone. In the same way, if you say bye to all the memories of the past and be here and now, something phenomenal happens inside of you. Yeah? I know this. It is simple. It's not big. It's not too difficult at all. But you have to remind yourself in the beginning, several times, see the entire past as a dream. And know that the future could be a dream like that. And question the present, is it a dream? The days you are very happy, you always say that, am I dreaming or is this reality? Is this true? When you are very excited, when you are very happy, you question the reality of the present. You wonder whether it's a dream or it's reality, right? That's your true state.
Sunil is asking, Gurudev, when you say that events happen in the subtle before they manifest in the gross, what does this really mean?
It's like a movie is already shot, but when it is playing, it appears to be happening right that moment, right? I think there are many scientists have spoken about this, that there is that time lapse in our mind, in our consciousness, before things happen, and the memory of it, or premonition about it. Yeah. Well, let me give you another example. See, when you're flying, you see down below, a car is moving on a highway. The car can only see up to certain distance. A person driving a car can only see a few few hundred meters in front of him, right? But the one who is above can see the entire road, where it leads, how it goes. In the same way, the higher we go in our consciousness, rather when the more expanded attention of our own consciousness starts happening within us, then you see the past, the present, the future, all as happening. It's very interesting to see from that angle, yeah.
Deborah Grossoni has asked, how do we know when to act on our intuition? Should practicality come first or intuition?
This you should do. Trial and error method only will make that, because there is no criteria to know whether it's your imagination or it's true intuition. Intuition means that never goes wrong, right? If it goes wrong, I mean, it doesn't happen the way you had that intuition, then it was never an intuition to begin with. So, you have to see that if you are not feverish, but you are sensitive, you have this gut feeling, then that is intuition. Yeah? But again, there is no criteria, because you are not just a very calm, serene state all the time. You go through a lot of ups and downs. You have wants, likes and dislikes. All these may color your, the so-called your thoughts or your ideas, your feelings. So for your intuition to be really clear, you need to meditate, you need to have that serene state of mind. Then clarity comes. Yeah? So you should walk somewhere in between the practicality and your gut feeling. Till you are so sure about all your gut feelings and it is really happening the way you want things, to happen, you need to do the trial and error. But as I said, walk the middle path. What's that? Practicality and the gut feeling, both.
Pramod has asked, if our consciousness is so powerful, then why does our little mind control us our whole lives?
It appears to be like that. And the mind is also part of the consciousness. Our little mind is not different entity. It has no existence of its own. It's part of the consciousness only.
जब हम सब एक ही तत्व से बने हैं, तो हम सब में इतना डिफरेंस क्यों? हम परमात्मा से अलग क्यों हो गए?
अलग कहाँ हुए भाई? परमात्मा से अलग कोई हो ही नहीं सकता. आकाश से कभी तुम अलग हो सकते हो क्या? नहीं. एक घट में तुमने घट बना के उसके अंदर आकाश को तुमने ट्रैप कर लिया, मान लो. अब ये कहोगे कि आकाश ट्रैप हो गया या अलग हो गया. अलग कहाँ हुआ? लगता है अलग, मगर है नहीं. जैसे मृग मरीचिका होती है ना, मिराज, लगता है वो है, पानी जैसे लगता है, दिखता है, मगर है नहीं. ऐसे ही ये सब भ्रम है, भ्रमात्मक है. परमात्मा से कभी अलग हुए ही नहीं, हो नहीं सकते. विश्राम करोगे, परमात्मा यही है, अभी है. दो ही बात है, हाँ? निर्विकारता और विश्राम. विकार माने क्या? ज्वर से पीड़ित हो जाना. ज्वर माने बुखार नहीं, शरीर का बुखार नहीं, मन में इच्छा हो, काम हो, क्रोध हो, लोभ हो, ये सब भावनाएं, नकारात्मक भावनाएं हो, या बहुत स्ट्रांग किसी तरह से राग या द्वेष हो. ये सब चीज़ों से हमारी दृष्टि धूमिल हो जाती है. आप एक छोटी सी रेत का कण मान लो आँख में चला गया, धूल, छोटा सा एक धूल का कण आँख में चला गया तो बड़ा आसमान भी नज़र, वो आसमान को ओझल कर देता है। वो इसमें ये तो नहीं कह सकते हो ये धूल का कण आसमान से भी बहुत बड़ा है, बड़ा नहीं है, ऐसा लगता है। क्यों? मन छोटी छोटी बातों में मन फंस गया हो तो। मगर वो कहाँ तक फंसा रहेगा भाई? देर अबेर मन को लगेगा अरे भाई छोड़ ये सब, क्या है, मैं कहाँ फंस गया। ऐसे अपने आप उसको समझ में आ जाएगा, आता ही है। तभी ये प्रश्न भी तभी उठा कि थक गए, कुछ कर के सोच सोच के, चाह करके, चाह तुमको थका देती है और चाह मरी चिंता मरी तो तुम पाओगे यही है परमात्मा हमारे भीतर है। बहुत अच्छा।